Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to the video. This is another paid request, this time for Ronald. Thank you for that, and for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, rankings, lists, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for the 1977 film Suspiria, directed by Dario Argento. Now, I like the film. It's beautiful looking movie, wonderful camera work, great usage of lighting, wonderful score by Goblin. I would say my favorite Dario Argento is still Deep Red, easily Deep Red. I think Arrow Video just had a release of that not too long ago. Phenomena is my second favorite, and if I have to pick a third favorite, it would be this. Because I'll be honest, I'm not a diehard Dario Argento fan. I know people might get mad about that. Because his early films, Four Flies on Grayville, I'm not really into those movies. I've seen some of them. They were just not for me. Some good visuals, but I just... And then later on, you had junk like, I think Mother of Tears sucks. Dracula 3D is his worst. You have a CGI praying mantis, for crying out loud. And Dracula 3D, because you know the story. Dracula turns to a CGI praying mantis. I remember that. Yeah. We'll do something different. Well, it was awful. Just because different doesn't automatically make it good. But yeah, Deep Red, Phenomena, and this to me are the three best ones. And this one, like I said, Deep Red and Phenomena, I like the actors more. I like the lead in Deep Red, and I like, Donald Pleasance and Phenomena and Jennifer Connelly. Can't believe I forgot the lead in Deep Red. It was a David. I'm bad with names, I know. But Deep Red, I like not only the murders, the visual, the music, but the story I actually got into, and at least I really liked the lead guy in that. But anyway, this. What more can you say about Suspiria? Can't even say the word for fuck's sake. Suspiria. Suspiria. A ballet student goes to a dance academy in Germany. Beautiful, wonderful Goblin music. Goblin would do music in Dawn of the Dead and quite a few other Argento films. The dubbing, fairly hit and miss in this. I've heard much worse dubbing, but I do think it's easier to listen to the people in Deep Red and Phenomena compared to this. But, the lead girl, her dubbing is alright. Some of the supporting characters' dubbing is not the best. Great assortment of colors. Like, this is a film where the color scheme actually... There are films that try to do that. I mean, what was that one? Splatter, that stupid Netflix thing with Corey Feldman and Tony Todd, where this room is this color. That's like them trying to do a crappy version of Argento by doing that. Lazy. This felt eerie. And I think that's what Argento does well. I know John Carpenter once said it's best to watch Argento films smoking weed. But I don't smoke weed. I've never smoked weed. Many people assume I have. I never have. I never really cared to. Just never felt the need to do it. But the color stuff, the camera work mixed with the music, it does create a nice eerie, ethereal world that Argento can encapsulate the viewer in. I think when he's on his high note, like the three films I mentioned, this and the other two, I can understand why a lot of people like Argento. I definitely can. Maybe one day I would like to get that Deep Red Arrow Video release. I'm trying to think like what to say, because everybody has done a review. How do you review a film that many people deem a classic? People know the story, but if you don't, at the dance school, a bunch of weird stuff and murders start happening. And the murders are orchestrated for the most part, meaning the camera work, the editing, the way the kills are unique. Like, a girl is stabbed, but she keeps getting stabbed so much her heart is revealed, and then you see it stab the heart. But then goes through the skylight, and then the rope is right around her neck. But not only that, the glass fell, and some stuff impaled and got another person in the face, and things impaled in her body. So 2 people were killed in that. And my stomach, sorry if you heard that, my stomach approves of that. Maybe my stomach was turning in that scene. Because sometimes in the gore and Argento films, like, it does create a visceral reaction. And then later on, when he did movies, and you have this, like, Mother of Tears had some really bad CGI. It takes away the visceral power of those scenes. And you look back at this, the practical effects just work so much better. They're so much more potent. They're so much more effective. And I think they hold up more in the long run, because you can't get more real than real. It's something that's physically there. Not just a fucking computer graphic. And like I say, weird stuff starts happening, and you come to find out it's about witchcraft. You know, there's this head witch, and there's other people that suck up to the witch, so to speak, and the Black Queen, and just about, a bunch of weird stuff starts happening. Maggots from the ceiling, from the spoiled food from up above. This blind guy playing the piano is fired, then his dog turns on him and gets his throat. Someone who's friends with our lead, she gets kind of chased down, and there's a lot of stuff that kind of makes you question things, and like, why is this happening? Like, why is the lead girl having these visions? Like, there's a bit where she's dancing and she's looking at a piece of silver, a knife being polished, and then she's entranced, and then she's dizzy and falls. Why does that happen? I don't know. Is it something trying to give her a warning? Is it part of a ritual for the human sacrifice later? I don't know for certain. The blind pianist and his dog, well, I know why they did that, because the dog hurt one of their own, and then they punished him for it. Why is there a room just filled with fucking razor wire? Like, the girl that knows our lead, she's being chased, and she goes to her room. Now, she's in a wide open room. She's about ready to jump down. If you jump down, the entire thing is razor wire. The entire room is razor wire. More than an ECW show. Just a shitload of razor wire. There's more razor wire than has ever been in all the ECW shows combined. It's like bigger than her in the room if you stacked it from the floor up. Who just puts a bunch of razor wire there? I guess for safety, security. But why does no one look down when you're jumping down? You look down, you notice the whole fucking almost basketball court full of razor wire. She jumps down, oh my god, I'm in this wire. It's like, no shit, the entire fucking room is covered with it. What do you expect? Why didn't you look down? But it's pretty. Look how pretty it is. And at least, I guess with this, Argento is an artist and make it look pretty. So maybe this, and it was 1977, it's not 20, do this couple more years, 2027, where you're doing, you know what, they should learn to write characters a little bit smarter. Older films maybe I'd give more leniency, but if it's a film nowadays, it's like, we've had all these films in the past, you can write a smarter script. It's, as the years keep going on, I'm going to give you less and less of a pass, where there's so many movies you can learn and educate yourself with on how to write characters and so forth. But it does look pretty. Great camera shots. Like there's a bit where we're in the one of the rooms, and the camera goes up. It goes behind a light bulb, and then when the lead turns on a light switch, the whole room becomes green. And they had to do that in camera. It's not just doing a stupid filter afterward or whatever the hell they do nowadays. Plus, I do think movies did look better on film. I think it was a mistake going to digital for that. Well, there's a lot of reasons. But they said, no, that's the way to go. The only person I recognize is there's a guy, because there's not many guys in the movie. There's the blind pianist, there's a guy who is in the dance club, the dance school, who's mute, pretty much. And then she goes see a psychiatrist. It's Udo Kier. Now, Udo Kier is not his voice, definitely not his voice, but it is him as a psychiatrist. And he's been in a ton of stuff. He was in Andy Warhol's Frankenstein, Andy Warhol's Dracula. He was in Blade. He was the vampire who Stephen Dorff killed. One of the vampires killed in the sunlight. Of the group, he's the main guy who gets burned away in the sunlight while Stephen Dorff laughs. And he's got this stuff on him to protect him. That's Udo Kier. He's worked with Rob Zombie a couple times. Udo Kier's been in a lot of stuff. He's an Ace Ventura Pet Detective. You know the rich guy who owns the pet shark, and when Ace goes there, he thinks it's Snowflake, but he gets into the tank and realizes it's a shark in there instead. The guy who owns the party, that's Udo Kier as well. It's his party. I forget the character's name. He's like a rich guy. He doesn't pop up later in the film, but he's just in that one section. That's Udo Kier. So he's been in a lot of stuff. And that's where you get the exposition about the witches and what's happened in the past and this Black Queen and all this stuff. And if you kill the main witch, the others will die off. And the whole exposition block is what it is. The lead, with the dubbing, she's alright. Like I said, I like the leads in Deep Red and Phenomena more, but she was fine. The story, I don't know, I didn't really feel much of a mystery. Maybe that's the wrong way to put it. It's not one of those where she does a lot of investigating. Pretty much one thing she's told, and then she finds a secret in a secret hallway, and that's all the investigating she does. I just told the psychiatrist, this is a little bit of just not as much as the other Argento films I liked more, and it just felt, you're just waiting for the next weird scene or the next death scene to happen. But it does have a nice atmosphere. I think that's what helps the movie. With the color schemes and the camera work and the music, the technical achievement, I think, definitely helps with a story. And more so than others, I think this definitely helped in that matter. And the lead was likable enough. She didn't do anything that annoying. Not in the slightest. She wasn't irritating. It was easy for me to root for her because I felt sorry for her. And she didn't do anything that made me go, oh, fuck this person, I hope they died. Nah, not at all. So, want good to win over evil. Really nice set design. In the secret hallway, what's on the walls, and certain way shots are set up. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. There's a reveal of her friend's dead body, and then she gets reanimated in the way she looks. I did good visual shots that does create an eerie feeling to the proceedings. And also to give credit, to spoil the ending, to give credit, it ends pretty straightforward. There's the main witch. She's invisible. The lightning makes it so you can see her. She stabs the bitch in the neck. like the psychiatrist said, the other people fall. The other students, they had already left. They established they were off somewhere else, so they're fine. So the girl runs off, and the only people that die are the bad guys. And as soon as she leaves and the place is on fire, the movie is over. There's no sequel bait ending. There's no shock ending. There's no, but there's more. No, it's just boom, it's done. I'm like, oh shit, it's done already. Okay, there's no bullshit about that. When it's done, it's done. When it's dead, it's dead. So, it is straightforward. I give credit to that. There's no fucking around. There's no bullshit endings. And again, it's a film I do like. Is a film I rewatch a lot? No. Because I don't find the characters compelling. It's not that I don't find the lead likable, it's just she's just a vessel to take the audience through these nice looking pictures and nice looking shots and technical aspects with the music and the color and the visuals to take us through our journey. But I wouldn't say she's a compelling character. You know, there's not a whole lot of backstory. You don't really learn a lot about her. There's really nothing to talk about character-wise. Same with the villain. It's secretive, and then it does seem kind of foolish to keep doing killings of people at the school because you would think people would notice. Like, all these people are getting killed and they're from this one school, or they disappear, or maybe the cops are too stupid to put two and two together. But overall, it's a good visual experience. But I would still say if there's one Argento film to see, it's Deep Red. And then Phenomena, it's just crazy. When he did that Third Edge, is a pretty crazy movie. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it. But yeah, Suspiria, I know there's a remake. I haven't seen the remake. I don't feel any need to see the remake because I know that there's people who actually like the remake, but I'm sitting there going, I don't know. Just kind of felt like I've already seen Suspiria, and do I really need to see it again? Not really. I'll just go watch *Malignant*, which has a feel of Argento as well as a feel of Basket Case. It's like if Dario Argento made Basket Case, a sequel to Basket Case. But I'd rather just go watch that instead. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.